Hello everyone, as you can see, we do have some lightsabers on the table here. We have one Ultra Saber hilt here, as well as two from Savi's, which I built myself. So what we're going to do today is actually talk about, actually I'm going to share, not necessarily talk too much. I'm going to share with some things that I actually purchased on Etsy that if you are a lightsaber collector, it might be something that interests you. In one of my insomnia nights where I couldn't sleep, I went searching through Etsy and I found this shop and I was like, that's what I want. So I picked up a couple of things. First one that's going to be easiest to explain. I do have a blade plug. If you saw my last Ultra Saber video, I did have this blade plug that I did receive that fits perfectly in here, and it protects the saber when it doesn't have a blade in it. Now, these guys from Savi's, I usually don't have a blade in, and I'm also hanging them on the wall. Now, the good thing is I am hanging them vertically like this. However, the inner circle here, which has the connection points, which actually isn't as bad as necessarily like an Ultra Saber being open, but regardless, we have a blade plug now for the Savi's lightsabers, which just makes me feel better. And it was not very expensive either, so I was happy with that. It was on par, basically, what you'd pay for one at through Ultra Sabers. As you can tell, it is 3D printed. It's 3D printed well, and I like the fact that it's got different colors. They have, I think there's like 5 or 6 different options as far as what you want with your blade plug. I went pretty simple on it, just so it would work with any of my Savi's lightsabers. I might sand it down a little bit just so it goes in just a tad better. It'll come out a little bit better. I'm afraid to put it in too far at this point, but I really like it, and I'll probably be buying another one as well. In case I didn't say the name of the shop, it's RockyMountain3DPrint, and I'll leave a link down in the description as well as to this item, and also the next item here, which is what actually brought me to the shop, which is this guy right here. And you're like, well, what is that? Well, basically, very similar to the blade plug, you can actually but a little bit different at the same time. You can actually display your lightsabers on your desk or on a shelf, basically giving you a conversation piece. And it just basically, I did get the Ultra Saber size, I should say, but there were, I think, 2 or 3 other sizes. So they had the Ultra Saber size for sure, and they also had the Savi's. I think there was one other one as well. I wasn't familiar with what brand that would be, but as you can see, it looks great like that, but it actually gets better. We'll go ahead and take that off. As you can see on the back, we've got a couple of pins. Comes with a USB cable. There's 2 different options. There's the cable option as well as the battery operated. I went for the USB. I thought that would be a little bit better for me as far as what I like. And it also comes with the LED remote. What's great about that is you can change the color. Look at that. You can change the dimness if you want as well. And you have different options as far as flashing or strobe, smooth, so on and so forth. So it's cycle through the colors. Just adds a little something to it. And so we just put that right in there, and I'll be right back. What we'll do is I'll go ahead and turn off the lights so you can see it a little bit better as far as what the color is. The camera doesn't pick it up great. I've got some really bright lights on here, so I don't have too many shadows and whatnot, but in a normal room, it appears to light up really well. All right, so that's a little bit better. So I have a little bit of light in the room, as you can tell. The camera picks up everything. This is a rich navy blue on here, but obviously the camera is picking it up a little bit differently. So let's go ahead and go back to red. This is probably where I'm gonna have it a lot of the time. Green, blue, can kind of go through some different hues. I mean, you want that nice purple blade or violet blade. you have that option as well. And then the other thing that I like as well is they've got this flash, so it kind of flashes through the colors. That's not really the one that I like. The strobe one here is definitely something I like. I like the fact, I like how it rotates through the colors here. It's got another fade option here as well. And then there's the smooth mode as well, which I don't think is very smooth, but that's that. So again, I kind of like the strobe. So with that, I think this is a good introduction to what I got here. Like I said, blade plug for the Savi's lightsabers, and then we also have this display piece here as well. It comes in a couple of different options. I'll leave a link, like I said, to the Etsy shop with a link to both of these products. I don't get any kickback on this. It's just something that I thought was super cool, and I thought that you guys, being lightsaber collectors hopefully as well, would find them interesting as well. Like I said, the name of the store was RockyMountain3DPrint, and I also found out that they're part of a Batu Makers Guild, so I'm going to check out some of the other shops that are part of that guild as well. I think that's so cool that those makers are doing that. So actually, along those lines, I should say, with Batu, May 4th is coming up. I'm actually going to be at Galaxy's Edge East for May the 4th, and I'm going to be doing a live stream. So if you are interested in taking a tour of Batu with me, asking questions and whatnot, I will be there, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can get more information about that. Speaking of which, if you have any questions, make sure to ask down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you do not already subscribe to the channel, I invite you to do so. We do lots of things on the channel that a professional geek might find interesting. Me, myself, being a professional geek, like to share things that are of interest to me and hopefully of interest to you. We do lots of things that are Star Wars, going to theme parks, electronics, home automation, lots of things like that. So with that, if you don't already subscribe to the channel, I invite you to do so, and have a great day.